Okay, so here is how this program works. I'm going to you clicked on the video here. So all you're going to do is first thing you're going to do is enter in your information here. So that will go on all of the pieces that you're going to use. You're going to get your print mailer that you can actually send out. So what this one looks like is all the recent sales in the neighborhood that you chose. Then it also shows what's going on in there, gives them a 6-year history of their neighborhood so they can see, you know what, is the values in my neighborhood going up? Are we down? Where are we at? And we can choose to send this out to people that have been in their homes from 7 to 15 to 20 years, however long we want. That way we can market to people who are probably, their mind is starting to process looking at a new home, and then they can see, okay, are the values up? Is this a good time? What's the inventory like? What's the sold days on the market like? What's our sales like? So we're up quite a bit here from where we were in 2010, 2011 when we bought the home. So nice to see. So just great information that you can give out to them. So that's a print mailer. You can mail it, stamp it, and throw a label on here, or you can also just hand deliver these as well. You get the email newsletter that you have. So if you have your database set up into neighborhoods, you can send out a newsletter to that specific neighborhood on a monthly or quarterly basis, however you want. If you're doing an open house in that neighborhood, you're going to have the open house flyer, which is kind of cool that you can, so it says, thanks for stopping at my open house. Here's some market info on the local area. So here's what's sold this year in the neighborhood. Here's what's active. So the house that we're looking at today is $130,000. There's also 4 in the same price point here in the neighborhood that I can help set up an appointment and we can go look at as well. So a great way to capture leads at your open houses and give value that they're going to want to come back to you. You can change the message. That is totally customizable. All the recent sales, so they can see the recent sales in that neighborhood, and then they can also see the stats in that neighborhood, what's going on in there on a market level, market-wise. Same with the listing appointment flyer. That automatically generates as well, and that's going to say thank you for the opportunity to talk to you about selling your home. Here's some local market info to help us understand the market. It's my job to educate you as much as possible in the market so we can get the most for your home. Instantly you stand out from the competition because now you're bringing in stats that really matter and easy to read. Here's what's sold in the neighborhood. Here's what the list price, sale price were, year built, finished square feet, the dollar that they got per square foot. So again, giving you that ammunition that you need to, because most of the time it's the battle of the price. So you're trying to get them where the market is justifying it, and then they're in their mind thinking it should be worth so much money because whatever they did to the home. But then they can show them the track record of their neighborhood, the sales rates, all these different things. And then you also get a Facebook photo. So what this is, just a smaller version, condensed version of it, that you can take this, turn it into an image, and then post this on Facebook, and again, look like that local market expert. So the first thing you need to do to make this work is we need to get your information on all of the pieces. So just go to your info tab, and I'm just going to use me as the example here. So I'm going to do Calvin Mergen, change it to my phone number, change all the information to me at kw.com. I'll just go calvinmergen.com. I could change the neighborhood. So if I was farming 5 or 6 neighborhoods, I would just save this file as each one of those neighborhoods. So I can change this to Northwest Rochester, whatever I want, because we can be as broad as we want and as focused as we want within the areas. So now if I look at the print mailer, all of my information is now on here. I changed it to Northwest Rochester, perfect. The only thing I need to do is change the photo, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots where you have to change the photo. So it's the top left on each one of these tabs. So all you do for that is right click, format the picture, go to the fill, grab a file, and just grab wherever you have your photo saved. So I'm just going to go and grab Agent Photos. And let's see here if I've got one of myself. I've got one. There's me right there. Perfect. And then I go to the email newsletter, right click, format picture, fill, file. And then once I have this information done, then I never have to change it. So all I could do then is just change neighborhoods and get the stats updated, which pull right from the MLS, so you don't have to manually type in any of this. It's just a matter of copying and pasting it right in here, and now you have a professional marketing piece that makes you stand out from the competition. So I'm just going to each one of those, changing the fill, and just grabbing my photo. So wherever you have your photo saved, so 4.0 picture, fill, file, and I'm just grabbing that. Perfect. So now I'm set. I'm going to save this, So I've got my own personal version now, and then I can do as many neighborhoods as I want. And I've got all my contact information. So the next step that we're going to do is, if I wanted to do, I live in Byron, so I want to do Byron, Minnesota. So I could even type in, the Minnesota as well. So it's a smaller community, but if I wanted to own Byron and I had the ability to give this information out, and I could even drop this off at local businesses as well, for where there's traffic and people could grab this and they're seeing my information and me giving such valuable information, that's perfect. So all I have to do to get the information for Byron is I need to run 4 different reports, and they're very quick and easy to run, and it'll generate everything for you. So I'll just do that real quick. So if I go to Flex MLS, and again, just pause the video as I'm doing these steps. Complete them, pause the video, complete them, pause the video, complete them, and you have your pieces. So on a monthly basis, this should honestly take you 2 minutes and you can do your neighborhood. And let's see here. All right, so I log into Flex. So the first piece is an export that I need. And all I have to do for the export tab is run a search, full search. And I'm doing residential here. I'm going to do the closed units, because what I want to do is I want those recent sales in the neighborhood. So I'm just doing closed, and I have to choose my city, which is Byron. I'm just going to view the results, and then from there, all I have to do is let it load a simple export right up there on the top. Type in the little gibberish code here that they have for spammers, and it should export right down here. Perfect. Open up that file. So here's the export. It's got all this data. It's all in weird formats. All I have to do is just copy that and go to my export and just right click up at the top left little button here and paste over the old stuff. Don't delete anything, just paste over it. And now what's going to happen is, what that does is it grab, and it's going to go in there and grab all the information. You can see how the gibberish is here. All this stuff is all in different columns. What it's going to do is it's going to go in there and grab, find the latest sale. It's going to find the address, the zip code, the list price, the sale price, what % they got, the year it was built, how many square foot they had, and then dollar per square foot, beds, baths, and how long it was on the market. And it'll rank them all and put them in the proper order here. So these are the recent sales in Byron. Perfect. So now I've got great information if I want to farm that area there. The next thing I need to do is get their stats. So in Flex MLS, they only give you a 2-year window, which really doesn't show any trends. To really have a trend, we need to look at a 6-year window. So what I need to do is run 3 reports in Flex. And let's just jump back to Flex here. And it's under Stats, Market Summary. Click on that. And what we need to do here is just, up on the Customize here, is just find the location. So new location, Byron, and it should pop right up. Perfect. We're going to do 2014, 12, and 10. So the 2014, once it loads, and it's crucial that you grab the data right from the absorption rate here. Just drag it on over. Copy, and jump to the program, and all you have to do is just go to the absorption, paste it right over that data. So that's 2014 and 13. That's why there's not a 13 tab, because that's a 2-year window. Now we just have to do the same report for 2012. Jump back to Flex, Customize, New Location, and I'll just do Byron again. And then go to 2012, hit the search. And now I'll just go down the absorption rate. Same thing there, grab right in front of the absorption rate all the way down here. Control C to copy it. Just jump back to the program, Control V to paste it, and now we just do it one more time for 2012. And I'll jump back to Flex, Custom, New Location, Byron, 2010. Hit search. And boom, there it is. Just grab right by absorption rate. So honestly, in a matter, and I'm talking and actually doing it, explaining it, and it's taken me probably 5 minutes. Boom, paste that in here. Now my print mailer is going to update with Byron's information. So here's all the current active listings, how many new listings last month, how many sold, how much inventory do we have, what's our average list price in Byron, what's our average sale price in the community. You know what's been happening to our community in the last 6 years. And it has been pretty remarkable to show this information. If this doesn't motivate somebody that you're farming that is, maybe thinking about listing a home, and now they see that the values have gone up from 2009, it was 189 when they bought their home, and now it's up to 253 on the average sale price. That's very intriguing, and I'm going to definitely reach out to you to find out, okay, now what is my home actually worth in the market? How much has it gone up? And I've got sold days on the market, how much inventory do we have, and what does the sold homes look like as well here in Byron. So I can then print this off, I can email it out, I can take it to open houses, listing flyers, etc. I can post it on Facebook as well. And then I would just simply file, save this one as Byron. Then I could do a new community that I'm farming as well. Simply all I have to do there is let it save and go to the info tab. And then I've got, let's say I was going to do Casson. So I could do Casson, and then I just repeat the steps again, and then I have a one for Casson. I find out exactly what's going on in that community as well. So that is all you have to do, is just update those 4 tabs once a month. And honestly, it takes 5 minutes to do it once a month. And if you're going to do if you're going to farm quarterly, 5 minutes every 4 months to have a perfect farming material that you can give out to your people.